pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Deb Polly,
Here.
Sarah Lanen,
Here.
Lauren Pedersen,
Here.
Molly Monyak,
Here.
Rob Langheim, Corinne Hennon,
Here.
Jenny Kuski.
Here.
Thank you. Next, we have some wonderful Jordan Pride Awards to give out, and I will invite, yes, yep. I will invite John Butine to come up and start them for us.
All right. Good evening, board. Thanks for having us this evening. We're here to celebrate 4 of our athletes from our spring sports teams who qualified as individuals for state meets in their respective sports. We have Hannah Norberg from girls golf, and then 3 athletes, Owen Halverson, Molly Church, and Elijah Hagan from our track team to recognize this evening. We have a coach from each of those programs that are going to be able to share with you a little bit more about our student athletes' accomplishments. So I'll start by asking our girls golf coach, Ozzie Sand, to come on up and tell us a little bit about Hannah.
Thank you for having us tonight, and it's always great to talk about the girls golf program, especially Hannah. Come over here, Hannah. Stand in front of her. So this is Hannah's 3rd state appearance. She's a sophomore, will be a junior next year. Her first 2 state appearances were as a team, so this year was a little different for her, and also the season was a little different. She was kind of our number 3 golfer the past 2 years, and this year she kind of had to step up in a leadership role and be our number 1 golfer. As a sophomore, that can be difficult, but she put the effort in, not only in the off season last year, but this year as well. She ended up in 32nd place. Yep, around 32nd place out of 88 golfers. So we had a goal of finishing in the top half, and she did that. We're looking forward to see what she can do the next 2 years, leading a young golf team, and hopefully she's up here 2 more times. So congratulations to Hannah.
So Hannah, we have an award for you here that says Jordan Pride Award is hereby presented to Hannah Norberg, AA State Golf Tournament participant whose endeavor for excellence has shown character, determination, and hard work that represent the values of our school and our community. And this is a small token of gratitude to say congratulations and thank you for being a role model to others. We are very proud of you, and we look forward to what the next couple of years bring for you. So congratulations. Thank you. Are they going to do that after? Okay, they'll get pictures after, so if you can hand it over, that'd be great. Okay, and thank you, Coach. Yes, thank you, Hannah.
All right. Up next, I'm going to invite Kelly Walerius to come on up. Kelly's the head coach of our girls track and field program. Coach Nylander is unable to be here this evening because of a family commitment, so Wally's going to step in and help us with athletes from both teams.
All right, so Coach Nylander sent me a little bit of information to say about these awesome gentlemen. So for Elijah, he has the school record in both shot put and discus. He held the state meet record in discus at one point last year, but finished 4th at state. It was a third at state. Thanks for clarifying that one. It was a fun meet to watch. They kept on getting the state record over and over and over again, so it was a fantastic meet to watch last year. He did finish 12th at state this year. He finished 4th at Hamlin Elite Meet, which is a huge meet that happens at the end of April, so you have to be on your game really fast in the year. It's not where you can just show up and do things. So he is 12th in the state at Hamlin, 4th in state at Hamlin, 12th at state, and then he is the Wright County Conference East champion in both discus and shot put. Wow. For Owen, he is the Wright County East champion in the 4x1 and the 300 hurdles. He is the 4th fastest 300-meter hurdler in school history, and he was the Section 2AA runner-up in the 300 hurdles. Coach Nylander said that you're a very valuable team member due to your flexibility at all events all year, especially at True Team State. So congratulations. And then for Molly, Molly is currently in second place all time for high jump for their school record, and she was a part of our school record holding 4x100 meter relay team that happened at sections this year. She placed fourth at sections in high jump, and she met the state standard. Usually they only take the top two, but because she met the state standard, she was able to go to state to compete. So congratulations, Molly.
Okay, I'm not going to read this 3 times, but again, Molly, Owen, and Elijah, we congratulate you with this, present this Jordan Pride Award for AA State Track and Field Championship participants whose endeavor for excellence has shown character, determination, and hard work, and I know that you have all worked very, very hard, that represent the values of our school and our community. And this is a small token of gratitude to say congratulations and thank you for being a role model to others and for representing our district so well. So congratulations, Molly, Owen, and Elijah. Best of luck to you. Thank you. Yes, thank you all very much. Okay, I love that part of the meeting. Okay, on to no public comments. Just a minute. Consideration, thank you. Consideration of the agenda. I always miss that. I don't know why. I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda as published.
Motion to approve.
Lauren, is there a second?
Second.
Molly, discussion. Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, no public comments. Consent items, we have the June 10th regular meeting, June 24th workshop meeting. We have the June financials. For donations, we have a donation from Mighty Cause for the JES backpack program in the amount of $45. Jordan Pride Booster Club for various activity expenses in the amount of $34,036. We have 12 policies, and I believe those were all pretty minimal changes. I know the policy committee met. So then we have Community Ed and Rec surplus. It's 4 adjustable basketball backboards. We have a SOAR paraprofessional hire of William Ryan, grade 3, step 9. A new hire, ELS paraprofessional Abigail Johnson, grade 1, step 2. We have the resignation of spring play assistant director Michelle Spees, and contract renewal for baseball head coach Brandon Arnold. Do I have to read all? Okay, I'm not going to read all.
As listed. All the
Okay.
spring sports.
All of the spring coach renewals are listed, and for the public that are listening, you are able to see all those contract renewals on the board book site for this school. So I will entertain a motion to approve consent.
Motion to approve.
Molly, is there a
I'll
second?
second.
Jenny, okay, discussion, questions? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Next, we have the resolution calling for the general election of board members. Superintendent Evenson.
Chair Polly, members of the board, it's that time of year where we have some requirements per the state of Minnesota in relation to school board elections. And the timing of these are very specific and outlined for us by the state. Tonight, we have 2 items on the agenda. The first one is a resolution for general election. And there's a requirement that this is done within a certain window of time ahead of the general election, November 5th. We have 3 seats that will be open, and it will happen on the same day as general election day. And so this resolution outlines what that looks like, what the duties of the clerk are. It shows what the ballot would look like. Essentially, we need the clerk's signature on that. As a board, we're required to approve the resolution for the general election.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
Corinne, is there a second?
I'll second.
Sarah, okay, questions, discussion? Okay, get that date on your radar. Okay, no questions about the resolution? All those, no, roll call, please.
Sarah Lanen.
Yes.
Lauren Pedersen.
Yes.
Molly Maniak.
Yes.
Rob Langheim. Corinne Hennon.
Yes.
Jenny Kuski.
Yes.
Deb Polly.
Yes. Motion carries. Next is the notice of filing period.
Chair Polly, members of the board, this is the second of the 2 items in relation to a school board election. This essentially gives notice of the filing dates. So the general election shall be held on Tuesday, November 5th, 2024. And at that election, we'll have 3 members to be elected to the school board for 4-year terms. And so it goes through how affidavits of candidacy are available at our district office for the $2 fee, and how you can find it on our website. You can come into the office, you can email, but they have to be notarized if people do that not in person. You have to be an eligible voter over 21 years of age, a resident of the school district for, I believe, at least 30 days ahead of the general election, and have no other affidavits on file for any other office at the same time. The dates that people can file are Tuesday, July 30th, and it closes at 5 p.m. on Tuesday, August 15th. So that is July 30th through August 15th.
And Tuesday is actually August 13th, or is it Thursday, August 15th?
Oh, yeah. This does say Tuesday, August 13th. Good catch.
They have until from the 13th to the 15th to withdraw their name.
I know, but in this document, it says, in the first paragraph, it says August 15th, and the last paragraph, it says Tuesday, August 13th. And
Yep.
So let's
August-
make the correction now.
It's the 13th, so the first paragraph should read Tuesday, August 13th.
Okay.
Good catch, Sarah, thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody get that?
That's right, because you have 2 days to withdraw, and that is on the 15th is the withdrawal date. Thank you.
And I believe
This will be
this
posted.
document will be posted, so the correction will be made to make
Yep.
that read Tuesday, August 13th.
Yep.
Okay.
And we
Okay.
also are filing that with the Henderson paper too, so,
Yeah, it's important that we get that date changed. so.
yep.
Okay, any questions? Okay, hearing none. All those in favor of approving the notice of filing period signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Review and act on property casualty work comp insurance. Ms. Haferman. This is a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I guess you guys get to see me 2 months in a row. So, every year we, our insurance agent is Choice Insurance. And he will always go out for our bids for other insurance companies. And this year was particularly hard. It's not just our school districts, it's school districts in general. Insurance companies did not want to write for them, and if they were, bids, the insurance was just going up by a lot of money. I think like in April or May, I started getting emails from our EMC that our deductibles for like wind, hail, and tornado were going from 25,000 to 75,000, and there's nothing that we can do about it. So when Dale did go out for bids, he got a bid from EMC, which is what I'm proposing that we go with. There was a company called Chubb Insurance that also bid it, but they only wanted to do the property insurance. They didn't want to take anything else into consideration. They were a little lower, but the deductible was higher. So on my executive summary, you can see, so the property for EMC, just the property alone, is $164,000. The inland marine is $1,392. The crime insurance is $476. General liability is $89.52. Business and auto is $9,180. Our linebacker policy is $12,553. Our umbrella policy is $5,850. For a total of $202,649, which is an increase of about $48,000 from last year. And the only, so the deductible for wind, hail, and damage will raise to $75,000, which is currently at $10,000. All the other perils will remain the same. Chubb Insurance, they only wanted to do the property insurance, and that was $130,000, but I think just after weighing the odds, and EMC has been very good to us every time we have a claim, they're more than willing to work with us, so I am recommending that we do stay with EMC for our property, liability, and casualty insurance. Our RAS is our workers' comp insurance, and that went up because it's based on our mod, which will hopefully go down next year. It's usually 2 years prior that they bid that on. And that comes in at $103,000 and $113,000. Our cyber policy is currently at $11,365 for a total insurance premium package for fiscal year 25 of $317,127.50. And it is my recommendation that we stay with EMC for our casualty and liability insurance, RAS for our work comp insurance, and Beasley for our cyber insurance. Any questions?
I have questions.
Yeah.
Did you say that our deductible went from $10,000 to $75,000?
Yes.
Okay. And then you used the term mod. What does that mean?
So it's our mod is, that's what workers' compensation uses when we have to use, like, based on how many work comp claims we submit in a period of time. And that'll look back like 2 years. And so like right now our mod is at 1.46, but that's expiring next year. So like next year they'll base it on 1.12. So the lower the mod, the cheaper your work comp insurance is. And it's based on the number of work comp insurance claims that we've
Okay.
had.
I have one more question, and it left my brain. Give me like 30 seconds to see if it will come back. It was,
How about if I take a motion first and then we have further discussion?
oh, okay.
I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
Lauren, is there a second?
Second?
Second, Sarah? Okay, now questions.
Somebody else-
What's our normal budget for this?
Well, last year it was $48,000 less.
Okay.
It was, I mean, it had been going down. We have had, if you recall, like, I think it was in 2021, we had the roof claim at the elementary school, so I'm sure the claims are taken into consideration. I think I would feel worse if this was just happening to us. But after going to our MASBO meetings, it's not just us. There's some school districts that wouldn't even get vetted. That, I mean, it's just insurance companies they're raising their premiums all over, and we're just taking the hit.
So is the 48,000 increase like in our projected budget, or is
Yes.
that not? Okay.
Yes, on the budget that I brought forward last month, that is in there.
Okay.
Yep. The only reason, oh, sorry, Lauren.
No, you actually prompted me to remember claims. How many claims did we file against our insurance prior to the rebid?
Last year we just filed one a month ago for the sinkhole.
Okay.
And so I'm waiting to hear if that goes through. We had one in 2024 for when the fire alarm went off in the circ. That was very minor. Being that we had the roof claim in 2021, but that actually didn't get fixed until this year, that was like $180,000.
Okay.
What's the coverage on the insurance? Like, what's the total amount that's covered, and then what is the umbrella cover, having a separate umbrella?
So we are covered, we are very close to getting at full replacement cost. That's
Okay.
one thing that everybody is advising. You want to, and that's also why insurance rates are going up too, is because we want to be covered at our replacement costs, not at lower when a catastrophic event happens and we don't have enough money to replace a building. So we are very close to that, and I think we probably are at that right now.
And that would cover the new school as well?
Yep, and right now,
Okay.
it only covers, what's not done. We have builder's risk insurance to cover it while it's being renovated, and then once it's renovated, yes, it will be covered totally.
And then what's the umbrella policy? Like, what is that additional?
The umbrella policy, it covers like you board members if things happen to you. And that's also the linebacker policy. It's just
I
separate.
was gonna ask that too.
It's
Sounds
just
very
all listed
football-like.
separately. The Marine is like our our groundskeeping vehicles, or like
Okay.
our lawnmowers and things like that. Everything is just listed separately.
Have we ever made claims in any of those other items,
Um,
like crime, liability, linebacker, umbrella?
to the best of my knowledge, we've never had to make a claim in anything else other than building things. I don't think that we've had any insurance claim on any of our vehicles or grounds, things like that. And we've never, I think it's like the linebacker and the umbrella policy will also cover, like if a student gets injured and they come back and it's at fault if it's something that's on our property or if it's something that happens in our buildings. That
Yeah,
shouldn't
and for
have
that, I
happened.
was more wondering what the coverage amount is. Like, if someone gets hurt on the school property, that's typically what an umbrella policy would
Yep.
do.
I know when we had one, it was like up to $1,000 for medical.
Okay.
And then then I think if families wish, then they take that into their own hands and the insurance companies go out.
Well, and like
Got
every
it.
claim, it's a case-by-case
Yeah.
basis. That's almost an impossible question to answer, because it could be somebody that got sick because of a food allergy and had to go to the clinic, or it could be somebody that fell, and broke their arm, or, something of that nature. And
Yeah.
also, just
I'm
to-
thinking something more catastrophic happens,
Oh.
like they fall out a window or something. And I mean,
Yeah.
you're talking about, millions of dollars
Yeah,
in
we have
insurance, so-
insurance for
Okay.
that reason.
Okay.
But again, everything's a case by case, so I don't want to too broadly generalize that, but this is good coverage.
Yeah, I mean, if we are only paying $1,000 out and something like that, but we're paying $6,000 for the insurance, I'm just trying to.
So like the linebacker covers the directors and officers, and that's a $2 million limit.
That's what I'm looking for. Okay.
Each loss is $1 million with a $5,000 deductible each claim.
Okay.
That's
So like the
linebacker.
sinkhole, what was the deductible for that?
Well, I think that's part of at this point, is part of the $10,000 deductible, but we've met that this year already. With
Okay.
everything, with the,
With the roof?
I think with other things that's happened, we're close to meeting that, but they're still taking that under advisement because the policy says sinkholes are included, and then when the adjuster came out, he said it really wasn't, and then our insurance agent had to call them, and they're still looking into that.
So next year, if that would happen, we would be at a $75,000.
No. The $75,000 only for wind and hail. Everything else, I believe, is that they raised it to 20,000,
25?
25,000.
Okay.
So the only thing that's gonna.
Each incident has a $25,000 deductible?
No, the 25,000 deductible.
Just the whole thing?
The whole thing is $25,000, and I believe it's in a year.
I was like, good
I'm sorry, I don't mean to make it confusing.
That's why I was really struggling with this when
Yeah,
I was
no.
reading this. I'm like, this is expensive. Okay.
It is, but it's only
It
the.
is, but when you think of the grand scheme of things,
Yeah.
the liability that we have, it is not.
To cover the whole school, but I
Yeah.
was looking at it individually as
Oh.
it's saying all others are at 25, so it was, registering me at each
Yeah, I get
individual
that.
instance, so.
And I know that's across the board with insurance companies, that they're doing that with all roofs, residential and stuff too, because it used to be, if hailstorm, you get your roof replaced. And so I serve on the MSBA, Minnesota MSBA Insurance Trust Board. And like Amy said, many school districts are not even getting any insurance companies that are willing to bid at all. And they said that it's just catastrophic. The
Actually-
increases are catastrophic.
I couldn't believe we had two bid.
Yeah, yeah.
And the other bid that came in really late was much higher than EMC was.
Is
They
the
said they just
business
couldn't meet it.
auto like cover or like behind the wheel,
Mhm.
like dry all of that?
Yes, it
Like
covers all our
vehicles?
vehicles, and,
Okay.
yep. The questionnaires are pretty lengthy that go with it. Stephen and I used to we sit down every year and fill them out.
Actually, at our last meeting, probably the biggest discussion we had was cybersecurity, Stephen. That was. Keeps me up at night. Yes. Yep. So, any other questions? Okay, hearing none, all those in favor of approving the recommendation that Ms. Haferman made for our property casualty and work comp insurance signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Okay, review and act on the LTFM resolution FY '26.
So last month, you as a board approved the Southwest Metro's LTFM fiscal year '26 plan. So this year, or this month, not this year, tonight you have to approve our LTFM plan. So what that contains is I have to submit the resolution approving our LTFM plan for fiscal year 2026, a 10-year expenditure Excel spreadsheet, a 10-year revenue Excel spreadsheet. Those are based on estimates of where we feel we're going to spend our LTFM dollars for the next 10 years. And the revenue is based on what we receive in our per pupil units and things like that. And then I also have to submit a statement of assurance, and then also the board resolution that's attached. So just a couple of things. So like some projects that we hope to get done in 2025, we're going to finish paying, of course, the JHS roof is going to be done. We are looking at doing a chiller enclosure that was brought to us with our 10-year plan that we worked with Kraus Anderson on. There's some miscellaneous work that needs to be done at the middle school, and then also providing some dollars for the elementary roof so we can have a total new roof over there once all construction is done there as well. And then it also includes our district-wide health and safety expenditures. As you know, we've reserved our 10-year or our LTFM dollars for many years or a couple years. So now we can start working on other projects. So starting next week, Dan and I will meet and we'll go over Kraus Anderson's 10-year plan and see what else needs to be done. So for this evening, I am proposing that in fiscal year 2026, our LTFM expenditures to be $575,500. And that's a broad look, and it can always be changed, but that's what I'm bringing forward, and I'll submit to MDE with this resolution after tonight.
And then can I make just one clarification? It's our 10-year plan, it's not Kraus Anderson's.
Sorry, yes.
10-year plan, Kraus Anderson was hired by previous superintendent Matt Helgerson to do a full assessment of the school district and take a look at everything from aging roofs to stadiums to fields and all of that. And so we have that data. Several of our current board members have gone through that, and we've looked at really all of the aging elements over the next 30 years for our district so that we can map out 10 years at a time how we want to spend that money. So I just want to make sure that you understand it's our 10-year plan and that they were a consultant for us several years ago.
And what they've given us, it's called a dashboard, but it lists every project that needs to be done in the district and when it could possibly be done. So like we'll sift through it and we'll do like what should be done in 2025, what should be done in 2026 and so forth. What can wait, what's high priorities and things like that.
How often do they come in and do that? Like a
We hired
assessment?
them in the contract was
Last
signed
year.
in, it was either, I think it was in December 2020. I started in July. They came that summer and did that for us. And then as a school board, we went through every single element and looked at everything from age of, the high school roof to the elementary, our HVAC systems, all of those things. And what we saw at that time was that the elementary, almost every element was bright red. And we knew that, it wasn't a surprise. What was more of a surprise, I think, as we went, it wasn't a surprise, but it was was looking at the age of things even in like 2030 where the high school will be, how old that building will be. And so that's the importance of the 10-year plan for us to map out so it's not all of a sudden everything's on fire in 2030. So that's an important piece. We can have them come in and do that at any time. Our data is still very current. And we update that dashboard as we do new things. So with the elementary after phase 2, that will all be in the green zone for some time to come. We're starting to see some things here at the middle school now that we're, almost 10 years down the road from that project. But the high school getting the roof done is a huge, big deal for us over there.
so.
Okay, yeah, I was just wondering.
Yeah, no, it was a very good question.
It's like
I'm glad you
every
asked.
10 years we do this, or, you
Yeah.
know, or it's recommended.
No, but it's important for us to recognize that the 10-year LTFM plan is a living document. And as things come up, you know, we may have it mapped out to do it at a certain time, but sometimes things break before we think they will. And then we have to adjust.
Okay, I don't believe we have a motion on the floor yet, so I will entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
Molly, is there a second?
I'll second. Jenny?
Jen, seconds? Okay, now questions, discussion.
They're very thorough.
Good. Okay, any other discussion? Okay, hearing none, roll call, please.
Lauren Pedersen,
Yes.
Molly Maniak,
Yes.
Rob Langheim, Corinne Hennon,
Yes.
Jenny Kuski,
Yes.
Deb Polly,
Yes,
Sarah Lanen.
Yes.
motion carries. Thank you, Amy. Okay, on to board and administrative reports. Superintendent Evenson.
Okay. All right, well, it is July, and I can't believe it. It's been a great summer, though. Just as as we get started here, I do want to mention again, the upcoming board elections. We're only required to list it on our website because of the special legislative thing that the Southwest Metro News Media thing prompted. But we are also engaging with the Henderson Independent too. And again, the filing period is July 30th through August 13th. School updates with summer planning. It's been really busy. Things I would note, the district calendar on our website has been updated, so folks can take a look at that for the upcoming school year. The website actually has a lot of really good information and important dates, so I would check that out. Families will receive communications with those back to school, some of those important things. That usually happens around the first week in August. I do want to mention registration for the upcoming school year is open. I would encourage families to do that as soon as possible. I know last summer we saw that with school starting after Labor Day. We saw people wait just a little bit with that. It's better if people get registered sooner than later, so it helps with our staffing, especially in kindergarten. So families of incoming kindergarten students that haven't registered yet, we'd love to have you give us a call, we'll help you. Or stop up at the middle school office. That's where the elementary office is staffed this summer. And we will get you all set up. You can also register online. So there's the enroll tab on that. Building project updates last week, or maybe it was the week before, we did our second in a series of video updates for our community, just to show some of the progress. I have to say, that week I was in the building on a Tuesday, and on Thursday when I went back, and it was like it was a whole different building. I absolutely couldn't believe it. They were installing new windows. There was a ton of painting done already, sheetrock. Like, I couldn't believe it. So it's really moving along well. You can see some more steel beams and things. They're going to be enclosing that center section here sooner than later. And right now we're in a good place. Despite all the rain, we're lucky we are on a very sandy surface around here. So in terms of building project updates, we'll continue to provide those. And we've gotten good feedback on, just doing the video so people can actually see it and experience it. So we'll continue to do that. And then I did want to again mention that Spark page that's on our website. When people go on there, they can see photos of all the updates and things that are happening real time. So I would encourage folks to take a look at that if they haven't had the opportunity.
Thank you. Any questions? Okay, any questions on, or comments on any of the other reports? I just want to give a shout out to Chad and the Special Ed Director's Report. They had their due process review this year, which is that's a huge undertaking, a huge deal. And they met compliance, so congratulations to them. That's a great achievement, so. Okay, on to school board member reports. We will start with budget finance we covered, calendar hasn't met, city school hasn't met, community ed rec, Lauren or Corinne, hasn't met. Curriculum, we haven't met, a district advisory. Facilities, no, meet and confer, no, it must be summer. Negotiations, negotiations has met. Lauren, do you wanna tackle that one? 284.
I'm thinking,
Yeah.
because it's
If
been,
you don't want to, I can.
go right ahead.
Okay. So, we do have a tentative agreement. Details will withhold until all members have a chance to, take a look at that. That's their process. We'll bring that forward, I think it's August 12th
August.
when we meet again, so it'll be on that meeting. But I just have to say, again, we have had just really good collaboration. We have the best teams, and everybody has common goals, and it's really supporting the kids. So that's been an awesome experience from my perspective.
3 meetings.
3 meetings.
3 meetings, we had her done.
Yep. So, and we have just a couple of onesie-twosies out there that we'll get on. I actually have a meeting tomorrow just to kind of map those out. So I'll be engaging with the negotiations team on that so we can finish that up. And then we're pretty much, we're in a good spot. So.
Good. Okay, policy, we approved those policies tonight, and we have another policy meeting set up for July sometime.
Yep.
APAC,
17th maybe?
we have not met since the last meeting. Booster Club? Nope. Foundation? Nope. Legislative, nothing there, it'll be gearing up this fall. MSHSL, trying to think. We hosted the state baseball tournament and the state golf tournament here. I was able to go to both and helped with the state baseball tournament. It's always fun showcasing our community and seeing people excited to be here and talking about all the great things about Jordan and stuff. So we had great crowds for them. Scale? Lauren?
I did not go to the last
They
meeting.
don't meet in July.
Okay. Molly, SEAC, and Southwest Metro. We have a new superintendent of Southwest Metro. We met 2 weeks ago.
18th.
I think it was the 17th or 18th. It'll be 2 weeks this Wednesday. And we spent the whole day interviewing 2 candidates, the admin team, some of the directors, some of the regular Southwest Metro staff. We were broken into groups, superintendents, and then I was on the search committee. The search committee did interviews, and then that evening we narrowed it down, and the full board interviewed the 2 candidates, and they unanimously made the decision to offer the job to Dr. Jeff Horton, who we're really excited about bringing him on board, and he's very excited to be here, too. So actually, Superintendent Evenson will be meeting with him tomorrow, and he's meeting individually with all the board members. I'll be bringing him into the district next next Monday, and giving him whatever part of the district Renee doesn't give him tomorrow, I'll give
just
him.
keep them in my office. It's all good.
No, I'm kidding. So we're very excited about that. A lot of programming there. I think we'll be seeing some good changes with Southwest Metro, so that's good news there. GFW. Yep. And with that, board member reports. Sarah?
Not too much. I just, as I was looking at going through all the updates and stuff, it's crazy. We're registering for school, but fall sports. Here we are, It was also kind of weird knowing that I will not be registering a kid for soccer, and this will be the first time since Noah was in 7th grade that I don't have a kid playing soccer, so it's.
Don't worry, I got 2 that jumped in.
Oh, good. Hey, I've already told Coach Tim and told we'll be at the games home games when it's nice out. I will be there. But no, congratulations to all of our prize recipients this evening. It's as we're wrapping up one, we're again getting ready for fall. This is, yeah. Oh, and I also really appreciated the walkthrough in our workshop a couple weeks ago. It was really nice to walk through the elementary, see all the progress that was made. And I probably walking over there now, and yes, I saw the video, but it's just even different.
Different things, yeah.
So that's all I have.
Thank you. Lauren?
I don't really have anything other than, yeah, I got the email from Coach Wareham to register for Landon for soccer, and I was like, already?
Yeah, I think registration opened today, I think. didn't it?
Yeah, it did. So it's going fast. Summer's going fast.
Molly?
Summer's going really slow.
It is not.
I mean, it's same as always.
It's going fast.
I don't know. Yeah. No, I got really. I got like school supply list already. I'm like, what is happening here?
Oh.
So I'm just like not ready for that.
Denial.
I will delay as long as possible. So no, everything's good though. Just getting ready to send a kid off, two kids off to college and a junior year, and so it's just kind of crazy, but
It's awesome.
yeah.
Very good. Fran?
Same, not much. Congrats to the state participants. Walkthrough was really neat. Your updated email to say that the dining area was 3 times the size we thought it was when we walked in. It was good. Good. It did look small, and I was like, okay, well, this is good. So, yeah, no, we've just been summering it up. Outside time when we can, cabin time, vacation coming up. So, it's busy, but not, you know, kind of. So, I
But
don't
good
really have-
busy. Good
yeah,
busy.
it's good busy, yeah.
Jenny?
We're the same, busy. Maverick went to coding camp today, so that was
Oh,
good.
cool.
Yeah, starting just activities that, it's like the middle round of summer activities through community ed, but I don't know. Yeah, staying busy.
Yeah, summer is wonderful. I just got back from a great vacation with my son and went to Seattle, and my grandson lives out there, so it's pretty special to spend a week with my 2 boys. It was awesome. And then just a reminder, that you all got the evaluation, superintendent evaluation email. If you could get those filled out and back to me by, the 22nd would be good, and we'll do that at the August meeting, so. And with that,